SnowTrax TV and SuperTrax magazine have been working with FXR since its very inception and have had the privilege of wearing their latest and best gear. Because of this, I've had years to perfect my personal riding gear kit by making changes and adjustments season after season. The result of this is a gear selection I'm extremely comfortable with and one that covers pretty much any type of riding or any riding condition. FXR, of course, doesn't just do snowmobile gear. They have full lines of moto, ATV, mountain bike, ice fishing, and yes, of course, casual wear. Today we're going to focus just on winter gear, which is available for both men and women as well as kids from toddlers to teenagers. Basically, you can outfit pretty much any rider with what we think is some of the best gear in the industry, all from one place. Any good outdoor gear setup starts with the base layers, and FXR has a full line of base wear in multiple different fabrics to suit any type of rider, riding style, and riding condition. In the old days, I would simply throw on the warmest fleece sweater and pants I could find underneath my gear and hope to stay warm. But I've since learned how important it is to not necessarily use the most insulated underlayers, but instead to use the right underlayers, which work to regulate your core temperature and wick moisture, keeping you dry and comfortable. Now, I'm a big guy, so my core temperature tends to run hotter than most, which is why for warmer riding days, somewhere in the 0 to -5 Celsius range, I start with FXR's basic Turbo Athletic sock and then add on their Atmosphere long sleeve shirt and pants. These are super lightweight, made of polyester materials, so they're quick drying and do an excellent job of wicking moisture. When the temps reach the -10 Celsius range, I switch to the Mission Performance sock and the Endeavor Merino Hybrid shirt and pants, which are a combination of warmer merino fabrics on the front and lighter polyester materials on the back. Now, when things are really cold, I choose the Boost Performance socks and the Endeavor Merino long sleeve shirt and pants. Now, the difference between the Endeavor and the Endeavor Hybrid is that the Endeavor is made of complete merino fabric instead of a mix of materials. With these three setups, I can ride from above freezing to way below freezing temperatures and stay both warm and dry in pretty much any condition. Now let's move on to outerwear, which FXR offers in a number of different categories, and we'll be focusing just on 3 of them. For a strictly on-trail rider, FXR offers the Performance Trail Series. For an on-off trail rider, at low to medium elevations, they have Performance Crossover line, and for the high elevation guys, they have the Mountain Crossover line. The key design element to all of their jackets and pants, though, is a super durable, weatherproof, seam-sealed outer shell with strategically placed dry vents. Most of their crossover jackets have removable liners as well. Pants are offered in regular insulated or light uninsulated, depending on which style you choose. I stick to the Performance and Mountain Crossover series of outerwear, and because I run hot, I always remove my liner, but I'll explain more about that later. My favorite jackets are the Renegade FX and the Helium X. Now, I wear the Renegade FX when I'm trail riding because it includes FXR's famous FAST flotation system. I wear the Helium X when I'm in the mountains, where flotation, at least in water, isn't as important. Pair these up with the matching pants in either standard or light, depending on where you're riding, and you've got a suit that can handle whatever condition you can throw at it. I'm a huge believer in safety, which is why whenever I'm lake running, I choose a suit with fast insulation. But another essential part of my riding gear has always been, and always will be, a tech vest. Simply put, they are proven to save lives. But if you do wear one, you have to factor it into your layering system. This is why I always remove the liners from my jackets. The tech vest acts as another warmer insulating layer, so I find it way too hot to wear both the tech vest and the jacket liner. Yes, I do own a one-piece monosuit, a Ranger Instinct to be exact, and I love it under the right conditions. For example, I really like wearing it when I'm riding a snow bike or a widescape, or if I know I'm going to be on and off the sled a lot. Some people swear by them, and they are available with fast insulation for trail riders and in uninsulated light versions for high altitude guys. Now, the final pieces of gear we need to cover are helmets, boots, and gloves, and these are things that you'll choose largely based on personal preference and comfortable fit. For example, I wear an open-face moto-style helmet. I'm just more comfortable that way. And all I wear underneath is FXR's Cold Stop balaclava, and I'm warm even in the coldest conditions. Now, I wear a blade helmet for one important reason. It's one of the few FXR offers in sizes above XXL. Now, if I had a normal sized head, I would choose either the Helium Carbon due to its lightness or the ATR2 with its patented omnidirectional suspension system for optimal head protection. For boots, I've always worn the Helium Dual Boa. Now, I love this boot because it's super warm and comfortable, but it's also super adjustable thanks to the Dual Boa system. It means I can wear thin socks and tighten the boot up a bit, or wear thick socks and run it a bit looser. It's flexible enough that I can walk without looking like I'm in ski boots, but stiff enough that my ankles get the support they need. There are so many boots to choose from, but this pair is my favorite. Now let's talk about gloves. And when it comes to hand warmth, I have found people to be extremely different. For example, I have friends who can wear a thin glove like the Transfer and never get cold. I, on the other hand, no pun intended, get cold hands, always have, so I opt for thicker pairs like the Recon, and I always go with the heated version. Yes, they are expensive, but when you're riding on those super frigid days and your hot grips just don't seem to be warm enough, nothing feels better than hitting that button and feeling the heated glove warm your hands to perfection. Obviously, there's a ton more that we could talk about when it comes to riding gear, but if I could leave you with one piece of advice, it would be this. Having a good time riding snowmobiles has so much to do with being warm and comfortable. So buy good quality riding gear designed and built by people who actually ride snowmobiles. It really is worth every penny.